C4 cycle. In the previous session, we have already discussed about C3 cycle. Okay, so in C3 cycle, the starting initial product is a 3-carbon containing compound and hence the name C3 cycle. And while coming to your C4 cycle, here also the same thing. The initial product is having a 4-carbon containing compound, that is oxaloacetic acid. So where does this C4 cycle takes place, and what is the difference between C3 and C4 cycle, and what is the metabolism lying behind this C4 cycle, all we will be learning in the series of sessions. Okay, so coming to your C4 cycle, so this is the anatomy of leaf of C4 plants. So what are C4 plants? C4 plants are also known as tropical plants and they are present in tropical zones. These plants can easily withstand high temperatures, high intensity of light, and they can easily handle water stress conditions during drought times, and they lack photorespiration, and they possess Kranz anatomy. Okay, and their chloroplast is having is a dimorphic chloroplast. So these are the important points that differs with your C3 plants and compared to your tropical plants or your C4 plants. Okay, so due to all these conditions, C4 plants are termed as more efficient to fix your carbon dioxide in your dark reaction to synthesize food material for your plants. When compared to your C3 plants, it's not much efficient as they lack all these properties, as they differ in these all properties. C4 plants, they can withstand high temperature, they can withstand high intensity of light, they can withstand during water stress conditions during your drought and floods. Okay, not your floods, during your drought with dry lands, and they lack photorespiration. But coming to your C3 cycle, they possess photorespiration, and Kranz anatomy is absent in C3 cycle, C3 plants, and dimorphic chloroplast activity according to the anatomy of the chloroplast, it's absent totally in your C3 plants. So these are the important points of your C4 plants, proves that it's more efficient to fix your carbon dioxide for the synthesis of your food material for your plants. Okay. So why all these conditions are applied? First, let us see what is photorespiration. So photorespiration is nothing but, as we have already discussed, your photorespiration is a process where Rubisco, we have already discussed about Rubisco. So Rubisco is an enzyme which is very key regulatory enzyme in your C3 plants. So presence of this, already we have discussed that this Rubisco, according to the content of CO2, it acts as carboxylase enzyme activity. If more amount of oxygen is present, it acts as oxygenase activity, leading to photorespiration. If oxygen activity, if more amount of oxygen is present, then C3 plants leads to photorespiration, which decreases food for your plants. That is, decreases sugars production, that is, decreases glucose due with photorespiration. When more amount of oxygen is present, then Rubisco enzyme acts as an oxygenase activity, leading to photorespiration by decreasing which decreases your food material and sugars for your plants. But if more amount of carbon dioxide is present, then what happens? C3 plants can easily prepare food, leads to C3 cycle, which easily can prepare food material, which increases glucose production for your plants. So this property, that is your photorespiration property, is totally absent in C4 plants, in C4 cycle. Why? Because in C3 plants only Rediscoid enzyme activity is present, but it lacks in C4 plants. So that is the main important point comparing to your C3 plants and as well as your C4 plants. Got it? So this is photorespiration compared to your C3 plants and as well as your C4 plants. Now, so C4 plants lacks photorespiration. Next, C4 plants generally they are having this is the anatomy of C4 plants, leaf anatomy of C4 plants. They possess Kranz anatomy. So what is Kranz anatomy? Kranz anatomy is something like a chain, garland chain. So this is your chain model. So presence of this chain model can easily block the intake of oxygen, and hence only carbon dioxide can easily enter into your leaves, which fixes your glucose, which makes the synthesis of food material for your plants. So what is this Kranz anatomy? So this is your epidermis, and this is your endodermis. These red color cells are mesophyll cells, and this blue color cells are surrounded by, these are bundle sheath cells, which surrounds your vascular bundle sheath cells. Okay, so this is the anatomy of C4 plants, leaf of a C4 plants. So here this is your epidermis and this is your lower epidermis, that is your endodermis, and these red color cells are your mesophyll cells, and this blue color wreath-like condition, that is your Kranz anatomy, is your bundle sheath cells surrounding your vascular bundle sheath cells. So all the leaves in any plants, they contain chloroplast cells, isn't it? So the chloroplast present in the mesophyll cells and the chloroplast present in the bundle sheath cells are totally different, and hence in C4 plants they contain dimorphic chloroplast. So due to this Kranz anatomy and as well as your dimorphic chloroplast, C4 plants can easily fix carbon dioxide for the synthesis of food for your plants. Okay, so as they are having dimorphic chloroplast, that is granulated chloroplast and agranulated chloroplast. So this agranulated chloroplasts are present in bundle sheath cells and granulated chloroplast cells are present in mesophyll cells. So because of this dimorphic chloroplast also, C4 plants can easily synthesize food material for your plants, can easily synthesize during your dark reaction. Okay, so when compared to your C3 plants. So this is the overall framework of your C4 plants. Now in the next module, in the next video tutorial, we will be learning about C4 cycle. Thank you.